Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. Brian Winnekins at World Dairy Expo. Thank you to our Expo sponsors, including Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, AMPI, Compeer Financial, Annabis Silo, Osteoplastics, Synergy Co-op, Wisconsin Farmers Union, UtterTech, the Animal Wellness Center of Buffalo Valley, and Alcivia Co-op. Joining us right now, Scott Bentley. He is the head of World Dairy Expo. We're going to get a little update on where we're at so far with Expo and also talk about next year as well. There's some changes coming up. And Scott, thanks for joining us on this Thursday. It's we're almost all done, but last year at this time we would have been wondering, geez, are we going to have another Expo? You guys were able to pull everything together.
Yeah, we were. A lot of support from the industry. We had a strong leadership team that really set a course that said we're going to find a way to be successful, and success for us was holding Expo 2021 and then, of course, making it the best possible experience we could.
I've noticed that, there were, over the years, there were booths that I would go see, some of the businesses everybody kind of moved a little bit, but made some changes.
Yeah, and some of those changes came late in the game. So we announced in January when commercial exhibitor contracts went out that if you were not able to attend due to COVID travel restrictions as a commercial exhibitor or border restrictions, that we would issue full refunds. And we extended that opportunity all the way up to nearly September 1st. And so we had a number of trade show changes that took place in August and September, and we did some last-minute scrambling to reconfigure the trade show so that it was the best possible experience it could be for not only our commercial exhibitors but our attendees.
One of the things I noticed, though, again, you don't want to have to lose an exhibitor because of the situation, but it seemed a little more comfortable, at least in my opinion, because it was a little bit more spread out.
No doubt about that. I mean, I think there's always positives that come with change. Some of these changes were forced upon us, but we can take the positives. And the positives are that we've been able to reconfigure the trade show a little bit. We've been able to be more flexible with our commercial exhibitors in terms of where their space is. And you're absolutely right. There's more space on ground, more elbow room, so to speak.
The Tanbark Lodge kind of was one of those changes, wasn't it?
It absolutely was, and we want to give staff credit for that because that was actually a staff initiative. Many times the best ideas come from our stakeholders and exhibitors. This one came from staff. We knew that we wanted to have the trade center be a more impactful experience for our attendees and exhibitors. How did we do that? Well, we made it bigger. We repositioned it, and we certainly brought in lighting and flooring, etc., to make it the best possible trade experience that it could be. But what that did is that opened up the Tanbark, which was the arena building, and so we realized, you know what, we can turn the arena building into a very large, open-aired hospitality lounge, and so the Tanbark has been a spectacular success this week.
Now, for next year, hopefully we'll have all of these COVID restrictions and all that. So we're going to have a lot of folks maybe that weren't here this year coming back. Will the Tanbark, is that going to be a permanent thing, or is that just a one-hit wonder?
That's part of who we are moving forward. Thanks for asking, Brian. The Tanbark talks have gone over extremely well this week. Those are the morning educational sessions to really kick off the day for attendees. And the Tanbark is here to stay. We relocated it this year to the arena building. It's gone off smashingly well, and that's our new home for all exhibitors to relax, whether it's have a drink, have a meal, have a meeting. It's going to be in the Tanbark.
Meanwhile, we have some other changes coming up, date changes for Expo. The way I'm used to the Tuesday through Saturday, but now it's going to be Sunday through Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. We're excited about those changes. We recognize that sometimes change can be hard. We know that change takes a while to be fully appreciated, but we've had about a 6 to 12 month vetting process with various levels of leadership and standing committee members and out to exhibitors to say, how can we evolve our event to ensure that it remains relevant for our dairy cattle exhibitors, for our commercial exhibitors, and certainly for our attendees. And as we riddled through all of the opportunities, what we realized was we needed to maintain a 5-day cattle show. But there was strong demand from our commercial exhibitors and feedback to move to a shortened trade show. So we're going to have a 4-day trade show, 5-day dairy cattle show, and we're going to start the week with educational and youth initiatives. So Sunday morning we'll have the dairy cattle judging contest. Sunday afternoon we'll have the showmanship contest. So starting the week on Sunday with youth initiatives and then ending on Friday evening with the Supreme Champion ceremony.
So next year's World Dairy Expo will be starting. First day will be starting on October 2nd of 2022. So keep that in mind. That is Scott Bentley with World Dairy Expo. We are at the 2021 World Dairy Expo. I'm Brian Winnikins for WRDN.